Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Dr. Obi Iboweze, reaching you from Nkolo Mahadum Wisdom University. Thank you for joining me at Nkolo Mahadum. Remember, this is where we encourage you to use your God-given akonuche to reason before you can accept the things, all the informations that they bombard you on a daily basis. And we have advised you the places that you have to be getting your information. That is from either Radio Biafra or from Nkolo Mahadum. Today's date is Oye or Orie Market Day in the 6th month of the lunar calendar called Onwa Ifejioko. Remember, the lunar calendar is Igbo calendar. That is the calendar handed to us by our ancestors. And that's what we should be using, while the foreign colonial Roman Catholic calendar will come next if we need it. And today's date in the Roman Catholic calendar is July 22, 2024. The title of our lecture today is that Peter Obi and others should now practically go for referendum. Why the title is so is not just by talking. Peter Obi and other people in Nigeria should now practically join the call and make sure that there's referendum in Nigeria. Because why Nkolo Mahadum decided to treat this topic today is because a few days ago, Mr. Bayo Onanoga, a common advisor on information and strategy, was accusing Peter Obi of being behind the protests being planned in Nigeria. What an insult from this special advisor. I mean, it's annoying. And that's why Nkolo Mahadum has chosen this topic today. A common special advisor on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanoga, accusing somebody like Peter Obi of being behind the protests being planned in Nigeria. Very, 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 very annoying. And we want to let you know that even Peter Obi had the opportunity to call for protests. He had the opportunity when in September 2023, the Nigerian Supreme Court upheld Mr. Tinubu's victory. At that time, the obedience, Peter Obi's obedience, we are looking for him to call for protests. But he never did. He had the opportunity to call for protest that time to reclaim his mandate, which was clear that he won the election. It was clear to everybody that he won the election. But he did not call for protest. Instead, he was calming his supporters down, not to be violent, not to participate in any protest. Even at that time, his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, was indirectly even talking to the youth, talking to the obedience to go for protests, which Peter Obi never supported. And before we continue, we have to ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, like our program, share it, share, and comment so that we know how you're feeling. And moving forward, we want to tell you some mistakes Peter Obi and others have been making in Nigeria. Remember, Odimegwu Ojukwu during his time handed over all Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, to Peter Obi. Yes, he handed over the party to him. And at that time, according to the national chairman of the party, in 2021, Mr. Victor Oye stated that Obi vowed not to leave APGA until he dies. But what did he do? Eventually, Obi decamped from APGA to PDP, and in 2019, he was selected as the vice president to Atiku Abubakar. That was one mistake that Obi made, because when Odimegwu Ojukwu handed over APGA to him, he should have concentrated in the eastern region, making sure that APGA win in all the states in the eastern region. But he didn't do that. He left to join Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to work for One Nigeria. And from there, he now was selected to be the VP to Atiku. And from there, to being the presidential candidate of LP. All he was doing was for Nigeria to be better. And recently, after he had lost the election that he clearly won, after they stole it from him, he has been saying all kinds of good things on how to provide solutions to Nigerian problems. He's been everywhere, in the media, even at times opening some boreholes in the north, and so many other humanitarian activities he's been performing outside Biafra land. He's been busy trying to make sure that Nigeria gets better. That is another mistake Obi was making. And then remember, during the campaign, when he was running for election, Obi said that Biafra was dead 52 years ago. That's another big mistake he was making. He denied his people, the Biafran that his people, our ancestors, died for, that it died 52 years ago. He denied everything to do about Biafra during the campaign. Another big mistake. The next mistake Obi is doing right now, he has not visited the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is languishing in DSS custody. Up to date, Obi have not visited this young man in DSS custody. That's another mistake. You see, when you start pulling yourself away from your people, from your roots, from your village, you start distancing yourself away, pulling yourself away from your people. That's why people like Bayo Onanuga should be addressing Obi the way he addressed him a few days ago. And what Bayo Onanuga was telling Obi, it's not only Obi, he's indirectly referring to the Biafran people that we are behind the protests. But IPOB have made it clear that they are not part of any protest. Any protest not calling for referendum, IPOB is not there. So because Obi has been distancing himself from Biafran people, That is why Bayo can talk to him the way he did. And that is annoying. As a Biafran, it's annoying to me. And Nkola Mahadum is therefore calling on Obi and others like him to come back home, come back to Biafra land. Because if you remember, what made Awolowo popular was because Awolowo was fighting for the Yoruba people. What made Ahmadu Bello popular was that Ahmadu Bello was fighting for the North. What made Zik popular was that Zik was fighting for the Eastern region, even though he was also fighting for one Nigeria. People should learn from history. Peter Obi, you are making a lot of mistakes. Come back home. There's poverty in Biafra land. All these humanitarian things you are doing outside Biafra land, bring them home to Biafra land. There's poverty in our land. Biafran people need you. Support referendum. This is the time for you and others like you. People like Iwu Anyanwu, who is the Ndibo chairman or whatever. Iwu Anyanwu, Nnianwu, who spoke all grammar from west to north and from east to west without any result for Igbo presidency. What are you waiting for? Ojus Okalo and others, all of you who are misplacing the priority should come back to start fighting for referendum. Because it's only referendum that will save Nigeria. It's only referendum for everybody. Nkola Mahadum has done a lecture where we also suggested that even if the whole Nigeria don't want it, concentrate on the one for Biafra. Let's have a referendum. That's what you guys should be fighting for. Stop wasting your time trying to be accepted, doing things to be accepted by those who doesn't want you, being insulted, being humiliated. Because this humiliation came online. If it was the humiliation they had given to you in private, we wouldn't have known that. But because this one is public, that's why Nkola Mahadum is not happy at all. That people we have, people like Peter Obi and others, who are supposed to be working for referendum, are misplacing their priorities. And before we continue, we want to beg you again to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our program, comment, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms, so that anytime we present a lecture, you will be the first to get it. You know? And so what you have to take away from today's lecture, because we want to be keeping it short, is that Peter Obi and others like Iwu Anyanwu, Ojus Okalo, Nnianwu, even Akpabio and others should now come out and stand for referendum. That's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be making the mistake of leaving your village, leaving your region, and going out there, doing everything you were doing to make sure that Nigeria works, and yet it's not working. And then Bayo Nanoga is pointing the finger at the wrong place, insulting somebody like Peter Obi, to bring him down to a protester is very, very, very annoying. You should come back home. Come back home and fight for referendum. That's what you should be doing, and not wasting your time. Anything outside referendum is a waste of time. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. But before we end it, we must beg you again to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our programs, comment, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms. Because the lectures we are presenting to you is from Biafran and African perspectives. Finally, support the Eastern Security Network, because that is the only security outfit that are stationed in the bushes to drive away all the Fulani herdsmen terrorists from our farmlands, bushes, and forests, because that is where they stay to plan attacks, to kidnap our people, kill them, maim them, take our land and resources, so that if we drive them out, our farmers can now go in and farm to produce the food that we badly need. There's hunger in the land. And with this, we shall be bringing today's lecture to an end. Thank you very much for being part of this lecture. Please go back to all our videos, our part lectures that are very, very, very important, that you learn those things and then take action. Finally, please share this video to get to Peter Obi and others, Iwu Anyanwụ, Nne Anwodo, Orji Uzor Kalu, and the rest, and others like them. Share this video to get to them. They should come back and start to practically fight for referendum for our people, because that is the only solution to save Nigeria, to save our people from that geographical location called Nigeria, where nothing is working. Thank you very much for being part of this lecture, and have a great day.